Hey everyone, it's Dustin with TechMD. Today we're going to be talking about the Bitcoin price drop, and of course a bunch of alternative coins have dropped, which may or may not be bad depending on your position that you're in the market. So today, the as you can see here, it dropped super low all the way down to 11,362 here on Poloniex. In a bunch of different markets, they can change. Like some markets were at 15,000 and others went super low down to 10,000. But overall, we're at 14,200 according to my time on December 22nd. So as you can see here, that the price can drop and go back up, or it can just keep on dropping. A lot of people were really scared of Bitcoin dropping. Don't ever fall into that. So as you can see here, there is plenty of peaks and dips. As you go up, peak and huge dip. And same thing here, peak and huge dip, and there's a correction. And it's just because people are buying and selling Bitcoin. So there's that. Don't worry about it. Bitcoin's just going to keep on going. A lot of people are saying 50,000. A lot of people are saying 100,000. Money is still there, and it's still worth mining 100%. I did notice that on the total exahashes that are being mined completely in the network, on 12/18 there was 15.3 exahashes, and now there's 12.5, which will probably bring down the difficulty rate and give us more profits. For me on Hashflare, I'll show you my history here real quick. I'm still getting paid pretty well on my 60 hashes or 60 terahashes. That's my payout minus the fee here, which fee's pretty high, but it was about 18 bucks. Ended up making about $91 on today's deposit. So when the market's super low, you should not do the reinvest strategy. Wait until it balances back out. So for example, we need to get up to about 1700 to 1800 before I continue reinvesting into Hashflare. Now, a few things about Hashflare that has recently happened is that, first of all, they raised their contract pricing. So if you go to 1 terahash, boom. As you can see, it's $220 here, and it's quite expensive. To be honest, I wouldn't recommend getting into this unless you plan on putting some significant amount of money into this. So let's go to where we add about 10 terahashes, so $2,200. The lower terahashes, there's less of a chance with the reinvestment strategy to make money. But let's say you do invest 10 terahashes over the next 2 or 3 months, then we're working on a really good strategy. Let's say you're to that point where you're at 10 terahashes here. So we're at 220 cost per terahash, and we're at 2,200. Current rates of Bitcoin is 13.5, but it's fluctuating so much. And like I said, I wouldn't recommend putting any money into Bitcoin until it's back to steady $17,000, I would say. So wait until you put any money into Hashflare, okay? And then you also got to put current Bitcoin or terahash difficulty, which is raised up a little bit. I've changed pools. By the way, I'm in Ant Pool. I found out that's the largest now. 13,548 is my cost per terahash. 13,548. Okay, and leave that alone. And then what I've seen is an average difficulty of between 3 to 5% every 2 weeks that the difficulty raises, but the difficulty I expect to go down because people are shifting over to different currencies to mine. And then you got 3% on the price raise over time, but I expect Bitcoin to be over 30,000 by the end of the year. So that could be very well less than this here. So let's go to, oops, I put that at 170,000. I meant to put 17. All right, let's see here. Let's go to 365 and see if we're about 30,000. Yeah, so yeah, a little over 30,000. That's perfect. We could probably put it at, well, let's estimate high at 35,000. But you start at 10 terahashes month 3. Before that, you could be doing the reinvestment until you get to that. But over time, your terahash upgrade, as you can see, is only 0.13, and that's with after fees and all that. Your net payout is this every day, and you're just going to keep on compounding that up. And I've taken out where you take out money at 190 days, but you could add it back in if you like, and it can total equal up. But I wouldn't recommend doing that. I would just reinvest for 365 days out of the year. There we go. There's 365 right here. So you're, at the end of the year, you should be making about $1,800, $1,900 a day. And then the next year, as long as Bitcoin difficulty stays about the same, and you put that much money in, we're going to go down to the final straw here. You're going to take money out every other day and reinvest every other day. At the end of your 2-year contract, or your 2 years, you have $1.1 million in the bank, and you still have plenty of money to still make. Now that's not in the bank, but you're making X amount of Bitcoin per day, and you could save that, and you could wait for Bitcoin to raise to the moon. You can transfer over to Litecoin or whatever, but we can talk about that later on what you can reinvest your Bitcoin. For me, it's Bitcoin all the way, and that's because of what's happening with Bitcoin, which I'll talk to you in the next video here coming up. I had to make this video right away because of the huge changes. So don't fret, just wait till your Bitcoin gets up to about 17,000, then start reinvesting. But you can do the reinvestment at 15,000, but your Bitcoin's worth less, which means less terahashes, which means less value. So I'm just holding on to mine until then. You can change any of these percentages to help you. I will put the link in the description. A lot of you guys are trying to actually click on and you actually view it on your side so you can edit it. Don't do that. Download it and then upload it to your Google Drive or your Excel sheet and then edit yourself so you can use it. I'm not allowing access so you can edit it. So, but I will be updating this, and you can download this now. This is my personal version, but make sure you make the changes right here or follow the video so you can make the changes personally. As the Bitcoin difficulty raises, there's a chance that you can make less and less money. If you change that to 7%, that's significantly less money, and you could possibly go in the negative. So the goal is that Bitcoin keeps on going up, and that your difficulty stays a steady growth instead of huge jumps in Bitcoin difficulty and Bitcoin going down. That would be very bad, and so you don't want that, and that's why I'm not doing the reinvestment until Bitcoin gets back up to where it's more valuable. So watch out for that. If there's these dips, just hold on to your Bitcoin because it's going to be worth more money once you get out of the dip. Okay, guys? So that's pretty much my suggestion for doing Bitcoin strategy here, or Hashflare reinvestment. Now, Hashflare is now 220 per hash, terahash, which is unfortunate, but they are running out. So be aware, once they run out, who knows when they're going to be able to reopen that. There might be some Genesis mining soon. I'll be looking into that and waiting for that to launch, and I'll be telling you guys. And there'll be some other mining options in the future. I got to figure them out and see if they're worth it. So definitely be aware of that as well. So anyways, I really appreciate you guys watching the video. We're doing a weekly giveaway. I plan on doing a live stream of the giveaway, and it's just a short video on Christmas. That's the goal, at least, which is the 25th, and then every Monday. I'm going, and it will be $100 in Litecoin. So make sure you, first of all, like the video, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. And all the videos that I've done this week, make sure you do the same thing where you comment and leave your Litecoin address down below, so that way you have more of a chance, because I'm going to go through all 7 videos and see which one has the most views, which will probably be the first one. And of course, I'm going to do the random YouTube comment selector and give away $100 in Litecoin. I'll keep on doing that until the channel gets larger and larger. Maybe I'll eventually do some more giveaways. I'm very excited about this channel, and I really love talking about Bitcoin. So I have more videos coming up. I really appreciate you guys watching, and thank you.